Hi, I'm Lisa Berry, and we are here in the Map Gallery.
I'm John Nelson, a colleague and cohort and co-conspirator of Lisa Berry's. We work together on the Living Atlas team, and we love this map. There's so much to love about it.
One of my favorite things is the use of blend modes, the way that they bring the context of those mountainous features into the map at the forefront, and you can see just all these details deep within all the different features.
We have a lovely gradient edge, which gives a nice crisp boundary of without and within. But also, it's really hard to do overlapping polygons and still be able to make sense of it.
So fantastic. And I think a small detail of this map that makes it so good is the fact that it uses a red color ramp. And guess what color lava is?
You're right. Okay, so some of the things about text that I like, look at this labeling. It kind of follows the flow of this feature here. It just makes sense and it lives in that environment. Lots to love about this thing.
Anyway, come check it out.
Hi, I'm Edie from Esri. I'm up here at the Map Gallery at the user conference, and imagine my surprise when I see this map. I am a textile artist and a cartographer, so this one stopped me in my tracks. So excited to see this. Obviously, a knitted map. This one is called A Superior Way to Map, and I love it because it's knitting and GIS together. Started out with a TIFF file from NOAA, then they used the contour tool to find out exactly where the depths are on Lake Superior. Here we see them use the Create Vector Tile Index tool to find the density of the data, and jump up to here, we see step 4 where they created the knitting pattern for it based on the data and use that knitting pattern to make this finished map. I love it. It's color contoured for the bathymetry. You can see the deepest part of the lake here in only 4 little purple stitches. It is such an impressive use of GIS as far as I'm concerned. Definitely check it out in the online map gallery.
Hi, my name's Ken Field and we're perusing maps in the Esri Map Gallery at the user conference. And my eye was drawn to this beautiful topographic map by Raven Maps. These are the sort of maps you might see in an atlas, you know, stuffed away in a dusty old drawer. But here it is on display. I love the color on here because what they've actually done, rather than just using data sets, is merge satellite imagery to get the real depth of the colors of the Congo Basin greens, the Great Rift Valley, the arid desert landscapes, and they really pick these out. How many labels on this map? A couple of hundred? No, 4,000. And they're all hidden beautifully within the map, but you can see them all. The last thing I want to pick out really is the fact that you've actually got the rest of the landscape here as well, but in very, very light grey, because that's not the focus of the map. So here we are, Africa, absolutely beautiful map. There isn't even a border, but you don't need one. So go and check out all the other maps in the virtual map gallery. Bye.
Hi, I'm Nathan Shephard. I'm up here at the Map Gallery at the UC, and I'm looking at this wonderful map, Norway by bicycle. It's a journey map from the very top of Norway all the way down to Oslo, 77 days. And the path is detailed along this beautiful map of Norway. It looks like a giant tadpole falling down here with the different types of transport shown in the different colors. We've got bicycle, we've got foot and ferry as they make this journey. Each of the stops is shown in numbers, showing whether it's in a tent or a cabin or a hotel. So that's great, it's a journey map. But on here we see extra information. This is the elevation climb. So the elevation actually comes this way. We're coming down, but I still get to see which days you had to ride uphill and which were the worst days. Same here with the distance traveled each day, 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers, and all the modes are also on here, so I can say, oh, did a big day on this day, but a lot of it was by train. So one big journey, all captured carefully and presented in a way that helps you really understand what it was like to travel Norway by bicycle. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more on this particular map, go to the virtual map gallery. Thank you.
Hi, I'm John Nelson. I'm wandering around the map gallery, soaking up beautiful maps. I love to see them. And here's one that I just saw, and it's just a lovely layout, and there's a lot to appreciate about this. And so I thought I'd tell you some of the things that I like about it. The main thing is its use of multiple scales to tell a story. We've got our area of interest beautifully shown with the inner glow. It's lovely. But then we have this zoomed in version with satellite imagery. And then within that inset, we have a zoomed out version of Alaska to give you a sense of context for where we're actually looking. And then, because there wasn't enough virtual, variable scale, we have these 3 inset maps where you're zoomed in even further. It's just a beautifully constructed layout. I just love what they're doing with the thoughtful placement of text and textures, and I'm a big fan of this map. And if you want to be a big fan of this map, because I know you do, check it out in the virtual map gallery.